Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword. Gene is off tonight, so I am alone without a leader for Monday, June 23rd, 2025. I did do the crossword. It was a Monday, so I wasn't expecting it to be too difficult, but I did have a few small problem areas and one mistake that I had to hunt down. This crossword, incidentally, was by Zuquin Bernicle. This is her 82nd since 2012. She has done a lot of crosswords. Her favorite day of the week is Monday, and this crossword shows why. So first of all, there was a theme, and I'm just going to go through those themed clues and answers and see if you can deduce the theme, since Gene is not here to provide color commentary. 15 across, can it? And the answer was dill pickle. 33 across, zip it? And the answer was sleeping bag. 40 across was shut it? And the answer was bedroom door. And finally, 60 across, button it, and the answer was dress shirt. So the theme, such as it is, seems to be an imperative to sort of close things, seal things off. Speaking of which, this wasn't really a revealer, but 49 across, stamp for a notary public was seal. That was also in the grid. 18 across was devious fellow, and I thought, ooh, it's sly one. And then I thought it was sly fox. But it turned out to be a sly dog. I knew I'd get the animal eventually. We had 21 across. Quite a long time was eons, not too surprising. Crossing 12 down from days of yore, and that was olden. We had 25, which I liked, 25 across, locale for a goatee, and that was chin. And we also had 30 across, acknowledgement to a 31 down operator, and 31 down was radio, and 30 across was Roger, which is, I guess, what you would say to a radio operator. We had 47 across, and this is where I had a small mistake. 47 across being Stephen Vincent Blank, John Brown's body poet, and I originally had Bemet, B-E-M-E-T, because I decided that 33 down what to eat ice cream with was a spoon. Once I got a grip, actually that was just a typo, but once I changed spoon to spoon, I got Bennett, and in fact that was the point at which I got the happy music. In the bottom of the grid was a clue that I really didn't know the answer to. I've heard this before, but forgot. 64 across, Samoa's capital was Apia, or Apia. One of those two, most likely, although I wouldn't rule out other possible pronunciations. We had 14 down, breakfast items for Rocky in Rocky, and that was raw eggs. I think I panicked when I saw Rocky and started thinking about Rocket J Squirrel, but in fact, raw eggs was what I guess Sylvester Stallone liked to have for breakfast. We had 8 down, upper house legislative proposal. That was a Senate bill. That was pretty straightforward. And we had, 65 down in the bottom left corner, ballet, beadwork, or bonsai, and that was art. We did indeed have a lot of art, or a lot of artistry in this grid. We also had a few green things in the grid. We had 62 across, fuzzy green stuff on some trees was moss. And then we had 29 down, salsa blank, green sauce, and that was verde. I had to take a bit of a stab at how to spell verde, but all the crosses were extremely straightforward, and so I didn't have too much trouble there. I did have a little bit of trouble with 6 down, blank Lama, the Tibetan leader, and of course the difficulty was not that I didn't know the name, but I wasn't sure how to spell Dali, and it is D-A-L-A-I. Next to that, we had 7 down, HOSP scan, that's better for claustrophobes, and that was open MRI. I was thinking that might be a debut. It was not. It has, in fact, appeared a total of 4 times in the New York Times crossword. Other than that, there was just one debut answer, and that was the answer to shut it, and the answer was bedroom door. I think we'll end this up with 27 down. That was so fun. And the answer was, I had a blast. And I had a blast doing this crossword. I hope you enjoyed listening to this podcast. Let us know, crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. We will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.